Previously on the Cryptid Chronicles.
One day a year, all the fruit just becomes like super tasty.
All the druids like setting up and using their like magic to move it down, and tourists are like, look at all the fucking cool plant magic. She'll like show off those like rare flowers she's been like breeding in her house.
Messing with a young adventurer by conning him into buying a defective wand.
Good thing we have those runes so that my infernal blood doesn't light the kitchen on fire. We're gonna be understaffed.
Legolas, he wants to try and pull his weight, so he offers to track down the missing luggage of some of the guests. He returns 3 days later, empty-handed.
I just sell like knickknacks and stuff. This like little stick that holds the awning up just will not stay.
A shit ton of butterflies come to specifically this place and clap their wings together, and then a storm is here. The song that she plays like makes them re-swarm in a way where they go away.
So Friendly's been turning the poisonous berry juice into a form of like anti-venom.
Friendly is filling our fucking basement with poison.
Whoa, no. I'm just, all the wine produced from the berries is verified to such an incredible degree, because if someone gives you a bottle of this stuff that doesn't have the authenticity on it, they might be trying to kill you.
Because Taro's able to like multitask a lot better, she like starts setting up like this little display of like breakfast foods for the guests in the morning, like croissants and like cookies.
Doing the bartending, F-Sharp starts accidentally serving drinks that are actually healing potions.
Hi, my name's Jarek Toughfist. The chair beneath him bends. My passion is tea and fine china.
She wants to arm wrestle.
He doesn't miss a beat. He grabs it like right away, goes right at it. We break the table and we're just like, I'll call it a draw.
We should hire this guy. I like him.
A cat girl named Petal that is a Bengal cat.
Ink raises a brow.
Am I in the wrong building?
Ink's like, yes.
Two halflings called Fidget and Forkhazel who stand on each other's shoulders.
It's like a couple of acrobats and we're just like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Hero. He's a mid-20s human warrior. His whole family was recently murdered by his brother and his village was burnt down. And he's got a mysterious mark on his hand that he wants to work in the kitchen.
This is after F-Sharp's come back from this village where she was investigating these murders. It is like fucking shook.
What made you choose this one specific to steal? Did you get slighted?
It's big, and it plays enchanted music that controls monsters. I didn't know the second part when I stole it though. That's just cool extra. The next day, F-Sharp's still being a little sullen with nearly everyone else, but the next day is fine.
Things are going better.
Yes. Let's go into this lovely fantasy world that doesn't contain Windows 10 updates or other bullshit that just...
Not until we make it.
Oh my god.
We're gonna run Windows 10 entirely on runes.
Yeah.
Runes 10. You're not patient, but whatever the other thing I was, host.
No, you're patient but not tolerant.
Okay. I'm patient but not tolerant. I'm playing F-Sharp, big muscle girl with mechanically cranked Octobass that takes a lot of effort to play, that she uses to hypnotize cryptids when she was a cryptid hunter before she retired to become front of house / bartender. She was a bard, she is now an apothecary and is growing mega weed with Taro. Esty, tell us about Taro.
Taro is a demon girl druid that was in F-Sharp's little cryptid hunting party after stumbling across her. She doesn't generally like people, but grew to like him. So when she decided to open the bar, she was like, "I'll just cook. I don't trust any of you guys to handle the vegetables right."
That's probably like a good intuition given the rest of us. Eva's playing Ink.
Ink
sorry. Taro, what your adventure job and your town job?
Oh yeah, my adventure job was Druid, and my town job is the chef.
Yeah. So Eve, you are Ink.
Ink is a catboy who was a rogue and is trying to be a merchant. He's okay at it. He was probably not in the group, but probably found them like towards the end of their. He's probably kind of new to the group.
Okay. And then Daryl is playing Friendly.
Yeah, Friendly is a storied immortal ghost mischievous and down to earth. Mainly handles front of house and odds and ends. Was, of course, a wizard a long time ago, depending on your definition. And now mainly concerned with farming plants, poisonous berries, etc.
Every time I look at your sheet, I love the fact that the look is exceedingly incorporeal. Like, more incorporeal than regular. Excessively so. Last week, we upgraded our tavern and hired new help. We did a cool thing where we interviewed people to hire for the job, which was a hero, a protagonist who is very good at cutting onions, who we did not hire. We didn't hire Petal, a very cute cat girl who purrs at people to calm them down. We did not hire Fidge Widget and Forkhazel, halfling twins who finish each other's tasks and sentences. But we did hire Jarek Toughfist, big burly cowman, Minotaur, however you guys say it, who makes tea and doesn't appreciate our Minotaur China shop jokes. I don't think actually anyone in this group would make that kind of joke. Like,
No.
Friendly
Ink
is on...
Ink probably wouldn't even understand what the joke is supposed to be.
Yeah, F-Sharp's too, like, kind and big sisterly, and Friendly's pranking is on, like, a whole different level.
There's actually a lot of minotaurs that can navigate a china shop very easily.
There's a very good game made by Blurst called Minotaur China Shop, where you do play as a Minotaur who owns a china shop. And basically the whole game is like very carefully recovering things and trying to hand them over to people without smashing everything in your shop. It's pretty fun.
I see.
That's great.
What else happened last week? When Hero came in to interview, they talked about their murdered parents, so F-Sharp left for a while to go investigate, came back shaken up, and Jarek made them some tea.
Good old Jarek.
We did the festival day.
Yeah.
We passed the festival day, right? That's how we got one of our upgrades.
Yeah.
We did
That's how you got good old Jarek.
We did a wear and tear, and upgraded our cuisine as well from homegrown. I think that was last week. We've got a little bit to go. I think that unless you guys are opposed to it tonight, regardless of where we are with adventure experience, we should play in the rhythm of things and wrap up at the end of today to move on to another game, unless everyone wants to keep playing this.
Sure, I'm good with whatever.
That's acceptable.
It's also partially because after this is done, I've got to sit down and edit stuff, and I don't want even more material to edit. Going back through and editing out all the bits before where Daryl couldn't work out what to put in a description box was already painful enough for me.
Oh, no. I'm sorry I inflicted that on you.
Are you, though?
Yes. It may not be the last time, though.
Oh, by the way, speaking of things we should discuss later, our tavern still doesn't have a name. We should come up with that before we play the last game in the game.
How about a bigger boat?
I'm on a boat.
SS Titanic 2.
Ooh, how about Seaworthy? That's nice and ironic.
I kind of like that, actually.
Welcome to the Seaworthy restaurant where everything's up in the air.
We could just... So, okay, here's my suggestion for the tavern's name, is it's just called, like, Neptune's Pride or something, because that's the name that was written on the ship.
Okay.
Like, we never named the tavern, so everyone just started calling it by the name that was on the ship, which is Neptune's Pride.
Sure.
Good shit.
I like it when you see boats that just have, like absurd numbers next to their name, like the Pursuer 7.
And you're like, what happened to the Pursuer 1 through 6?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
What have you done, sir? It's just not written down.
And we did Slice twice anyway.
We did Slice twice.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Sorry, there's Market Day, Tavern Brawl, Bard's Tale, Distinguished Guest. So there's 4 games left that we haven't played. Or, as previously stated, we could replay something that we already played before. I don't mind. I say I don't mind. I would prefer if we're going to do something we've done before that somebody has like a cool concept for it, right? Cooler than having me romance Blegolas again.
Once was fine, thank you.
You got enough material for your fan fiction?
Yeah.
Cool.
Legolas's affections are not for sale.
Exactly. Not for sexual.
I think Blegolas would give his affections up for enough experience points.
I want to do Tavern Brawl whenever it's my turn because that just sounds fun.
Okay.
We can do it now if you
yeah.
want.
Let's just get into it. Every tavern has its rowdy patrons. You know they're good at heart, but sometimes when the ale is flowing and the spirits are high, things get a little out of hand. How do you handle the situation? Brawlers. Sorry, setup. One or more players are the brawlers. They can be player characters or NPCs. What is the disagreement that caused the first punch to be thrown? De-escalators. This can be one, but usually be several player characters. What made you get involved? Who was the first to intervene? I'm going to have to look at our spreadsheet a little bit because we have a big cast of NPCs.
Yeah, and I want to figure out which ones would most likely get into a fight.
Planderon's in a fight.
Nah, there's no way. Blanderon would not be in a fight. He would be hiding under a table.
Blanderon rolls up like, I know Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
If Blanderon's British, he's the guy who stood to the side being like, it's not worth it, mate. It's not worth it.
Oh,
But I could see Blegolas causing a fight.
I want a fight involving God, Fidgewidget and
Forkhazel.
Sorry?
Forkhazel.
Forkhazel, yes. That'd be good shit.
You want like those two fighting?
Tag team. Well, not necessarily the two. I mean, that'd be interesting too.
Like a tag team fight
attack.
with
Yeah.
I can see them being in the brawl. I can't see them starting the brawl.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like trying to like to the character of hero like trying to be like an actual hero with Blegolas being like, you should join my party. And then like, no, this is.
Can I?
Also, I don't want Daryl to be an actual hero. The whole gag is that he's like super fit to be the chosen one, and he's like.
Okay. I just figured him being like go away and like somebody getting upset.
I want to cook steaks or something.
Can I frame something in that stretches the definition of brawl, but would be very funny?
I trust your judgment.
You guys ever seen the movie Mouse Hunt? See how we have an NPC on this list called Ink's Buddy Rat?
No! You leave Rat alone!
No, I'm thinking like a Ratatouille situation, where they're like, there's a rat in the tavern, we have to capture it. And the people who run the tavern are like, no, this is...
Okay.
Rat is friend. Don't hurt Rat. I just like it because it frames like why
small thing runs from very large thing.
Why shit would kick off without having to have somebody who is intentionally like.
You're cutting out pretty bad. I think.
It might be us.
Not for me.
We're having a ping moment here.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was exciting.
Anyway, yeah, that's my pitch for a brawler. Is somebody is scruffy, and the other people who are brawling are like, gotta catch that rat.
But who would want to catch the rat? Would that be Figgies?
Pick these character names, and it's just ruining everyone.
Fidgewidget and
You can call them Fidge and Fog. There you go.
Fog?
Fog.
Oh.
Fudge and Fork.
I just imagine Blegolas being like, fear not, I know nature tongue. I will speak to the rat and convince it to come to me.
I like it.
No, of course, even though we have someone working here, but someone already can talk to animals, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's inevitably embarrassing.
I can talk to animals.
Blegolas just like running around being like, cheep, cheep, cheep.
So who is going to be... I mean, I guess I can be Scruffy and I can be Fidge and Fog.
Scruffy's just a rat running around.
Yes. But somebody has to talk about the things Scruffy's doing. right? They're 50% of this brawl,
Well,
technically.
Everyone, I think anybody who decides to react can describe how Scruffy reacts back.
Okay.
So technically everyone would kind of be doing it.
So who is going to be a de-escalator?
So I don't think Ink will be a de-escalator, but he'll be like trying to protect. He's like the one who's like panicking and trying to like stop people from. But like I think he's making it worse because he's panicking.
I mean, like, I guess catching the rat doesn't count as de-escalating.
No, we just need to pick who in this scene is going to be a de-escalator.
So like, by de-escalate, do we specifically mean like prevent people from hunting the rat?
Trying to break up the fight.
If we
Right.
don't, if we end up not figuring it out good enough, I figured a fist fight of like Blegolas attacking the Minotaur would be funny, just because of him remembering attacking the Minotaurs in Monster of the Week.
So my only pitch for the situation is that I would go back to being F sharp because they would be the de-escalator in this situation. And somebody else would have to be the halflings, which is fine with me. I literally just like pulled them out of my brain in like 2 minutes.
I'm not confident in being the annoying halfling.
We could also just like make up 2 NPCs that are beating the shit out of each other.
But yeah, the important thing is we get this commitment up front about who is trying to fight and who is trying to not fight. It sounds like Eve is going to be trying to stop the fight, but like badly.
In a chaotic way.
I'm going to say Blegolas would definitely be hunting a rat for sure.
Oh, okay, so
No
we're gonna do
doubt.
that.
So Esty, are you gonna be a brawler or a de-escalator? Like, I don't see Taro being the de-escalator. Taro is the person who waits in the back and then, you know, cleans up the blood, gives people their limbs back. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't see Daryl being like one of the de-escalators unless it's like everything just like fails and it's just like what the fuck.
Okay, so then I'm gonna have to be F sharp so that we actually have a de-escalator in this scene who is like, I don't think this scene's gonna be fun if it's just Ink having having a really bad day.
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. So Esty and Daryl are brawlers and me and Eve are de-escalators. What made you get involved? Who was the first to intervene for the de-escalators? Oh, hang on, sorry. Brawlers. What is the disagreement that caused the first punch to be thrown? I think we've established that, which is there's a rat in this tavern.
No, he's friend.
Blegolas is very well aware that rat hunting is a cornerstone of questing. It is one of the fundamental parts of questing.
You don't think Blegolas thinks he's above like a level 1 quest at this point?
Blegolas would, quote unquote, never turn down an opportunity to help. Even though he absolutely would.
Okay.
But you know, he maintains the aesthetics of never turning down an opportunity to, quote unquote, help.
De-escalators, what made you get involved? Who was the first to intervene? Eve, I assume you were like Rat is friend, and that is why Ink is like...
So I don't think Ink really understands how, or like knows how to verbalize this. He's more like chasing Blegolas and being like, no, but not like being like, no, he's a friend or anything. He's just because he doesn't really know how to talk to Blegolas because he's a little nervous boy.
I think like for F sharp, she lets this ride a little bit until it starts getting rowdy. Until like it looks like furniture's getting damaged and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I mean, for flavor, naturally, I mean, Blegolas would take any opportunity to slide across a table or counter, knocking shit everywhere. Like, anytime that rat goes near a table, Blegolas is diving over that shit.
For like context, it's more like F sharp's trying to give Ink an opportunity to de-escalate this to try and de-escalate this themselves before they like start fucking around. So I want to establish Ink. Ink would probably be the first person to intervene, and F sharp's kind of hanging back. Okay, breaking up the fight. De-escalators follow the steps to stop the fight, brawlers respond appropriately. At least one experience should be used during one of the steps. 1. The approach. De-escalators. The first thing you need to do is interrupt the fight. How do you draw their attention? Eve?
Yeah, I'm not a de-escalator. I was part of this, remember?
I thought you are a de-escalator. You're just doing a bad job of de-escalating.
Okay, sorry. So, what am I doing specifically?
The first thing you need to do is interrupt the fight. How do you draw their attention?
I don't think Ink would know how to. He would just like kind of follow Blegolas around, wordlessly being like trying to think of something to say, but not really know what to say. So I don't really think he does get Blegolas's attention.
Okay, so you just does Blegolas? You were talking about him sliding like over furniture, under furniture, over furniture.
You know, general obnoxious acrobatics that break a lot of shit.
So, hang on. The halflings are here as well, right? Are we doing that?
Yeah.
I mean, supposedly they're here, yeah.
So, what are they doing? I cannot be a brawler against myself.
Halflings. Oh god.
Because like they're trying to get the rat too, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I just perhaps imagine them like catapulting one or the other of themselves like at the rat.
They're like scurrying under
like,
tables after it and
throwing each other like speedball style. Fastball special.
They're like knocking chairs over and like hitting tables shit too, trying to like get to the rat. And it's just terrifying because at the same time, so it's like Bleg's going over the table, knocking shit everywhere, and they're just scurrying underneath.
You remember that part from Heavy Rain where like you're chasing the guy and you can like try to like jump over the shit, but if you fuck it up, it's like knocking shit over all the time. It's kind of like that. Knocking over boxes of oranges.
So Blegolas, the way I get your attention is you're sliding along the top of like a long table, and as you get like halfway down the table, the end of the table just starts to lift up. Because F# is picking up the end of the table to arrest Blegolas' progress.
Ooh.
It's like tilting it upwards so that you come to a stop at the end.
I mean, naturally, Blegolas, following the spirit of the hunt, would reach up towards the end of the table that's foisted up in the air and pull himself over and keep running.
Ink would scurry up over him, or like over the table after him.
This is so awful. Like F# just tries to get in the way, and like everyone else just tumbles past and around them.
Yeah.
It says here, what do you say that you shouldn't have for the brawlers?
What shouldn't Blegolas say?
I don't know how like the like two little halfling twins would what they'd say to like not take back about a rat.
No, they would 100% just start being rude to F#.
Oh, okay.
They would just start like poking fun at her and stuff.
Oh, okay. So like, so not only insulting, you can't even stop like a middle-aged man running over your table, but now you have an infestation in your
middle-aged human.
Yeah.
Who thinks he's a goat?
Human? I have seen no humans. Fear not. If the vermin finds its way into the cloakroom, I've been in there many times. I mean, no.
Like, you've been in where, Blegolas?
I go between my room and the bar and nowhere else. I've done no snooping or stealing. Fear not.
Fear not.
All right. The separation, de-escalators. How do you put space between the brawlers? Is there something else you can get them to focus on? I mean, definitely, like, at this point, fucking F-Sharp is looming over Blegolas, like...
Oh man, is it callback time? I wonder if we're gonna do the callback.
Hang on, which callback?
Which callback?
Oh, I'm just thinking about a particular Legolas secret technique.
I mean, if we get there, we get there.
Would it make sense to use a... Oh no, those are...
Oh yeah, I should look at my
Oh yeah, right. We're supposed to use
abilities.
Yeah.
I'd completely forgotten because I was thinking about my character too much and not the game. Oh man, no, none of these are... Except for my pipe leaf, which I don't think is appropriate right now.
Could Ink challenge Blegolas to a lockpicking contest? I don't know how he would like bring it up, or if Blegolas would even pay attention to him. Cause like, I don't know if he would. Like, I'm sure the best way to do it would just be to be blurt out like, I challenge you because you're bad at it, but I don't think Ink would do that.
So you know what I picture? I picture at some point Blegolas has like already like loudly, proudly stated that he would never turn down a challenge between rogues, and like you just think of that, and you're just like lockpicking contest.
No, but I still don't think he would like, cause he's not like a. I don't want to say he's dumb, cause he's not stupid, but he's like he wouldn't think to trick somebody into doing his basically what he wants to do is to trick Blegolas into stopping hunting his friend, but like I don't think he really knows how to go about doing something like that. Like he's not good at.
Okay, here's I can frame this a little bit, I think, which is the F sharp. The F sharp is like the door to the cloakroom is locked. How have you been in and out through a locked door, Blegolas? And then when Ink gets involved in the conversation, she's like laying down that runway of like, I don't know how you organically get there. Of like Ink manages to get in that room when they don't even have the keys. I don't know.
Yeah, so I guess Ink could point out that because Blegolas has made a comment that he doesn't need any more rogues, so they know he's a rogue. So Ink could bring up that he's a rogue, like, oh, isn't he a rogue? Maybe he picked the lock. I don't really know how that like challenges him or like begins the conversation, but I'm just trying to like stay in Inky character.
Yeah. There's a very specific set of leverages that work against Legolas like all the time, but I don't know how willing you'd be to use them.
I don't know how willing Ink would be to use.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah.
What would Ink do? Because he would want to.
I have a suggestion because it sounded like you were trying to use nimble fingers, right?
Yeah.
That implies you're good at taking people's stuff.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you just lift something from Blegolas. Be like, got your nose.
Got your ear.
Got one of your ears. You're lopsided now.
Yeah. No. What is something that would bug Blegolas? I guess
the ear suggestion is a very good one.
Sure then. I will use my nimble fingers to snatch Blegolas's ear as he tumbles around chasing Scruffy.
The janitor?
Scruffles, I think.
Okay, this sets me up perfectly now because as F sharp I no longer have to deal with Blegolas. So I catch up with the halflings and basically suggest that we go take a smoke around back. I distract them with pipe leaf.
Nice.
Because I'm not racist about halflings.
Blegolas, feeling that he has been brutally wounded by this rat somehow, retreats screaming back to his screaming and crying back to his room.
Ink is very shocked and confused. He just like looks at the weird ear, not even sure what it is.
how he got it.
Yeah, he's just like, I was what? But he's very happy that Scruffles is safe.
Alright, the talk down. How do you ensure that the fight won't break out again tonight? For the de-escalators.
I'm gonna bring Scruffles into my room and make sure he does not come out. I'm gonna protect my little babby.
Okay, I was gonna try and get somebody to make Scruffles a hat or
What?
something, so they look like they belong here. So they look like they're
Oh.
supposed to be here.
Hard
They're not
hat.
just like a rat. They're like, I want to say like a tavern employee because that's super weird. But
Like a mascot.
yes,
Or a mask rat. A rascot.
a rat Scott.
Yeah. With little boat earrings.
Brawlers. How are you feeling? What almost makes you start up the fight again?
I mean, naturally, Blegolas is having one of his trademark crises. What would almost make him start up the fight again is probably much later being upset that his quest remains uncompleted and stalking around trying to eliminate the rat when no one notices.
Does Blegolas try and get that ear back?
Yeah, well, he definitely would, but he also has no idea where it went. He thinks that the rat bit his ear off or wasn't looking.
Maybe
And
it's
like, naturally, you know, most of Blegolas isn't like, oh, I lost my ear prosthetic. He's like, oh no, my glorious elf ear has been wounded.
My actual real ear.
Is it just like a few days later there's like a very gentle knock on your room door and F Sharp has brought your ear back for you?
that interaction would be very
There's-
much like Blegolas opening the door and being like, give me that, and just like you can't see me like this.
I'm hideous.
Is this mascara running? He's just been like crying for 3 days.
Sorry.
Standard Blegolas breakdown.
I scared the shit out of our porch cat, and he requested to come in immediately because of my laughter. I'm sorry, honey.
The aftermath. Everyone has picked off the floor and dusted together onto the aftermath questions. Were any of the player characters hurt? If yes, how do you help each other recover? Which I think we answered. Right.
Yeah, it seems so. Yeah.
Was there significant damage to the tavern? If so, what is it going to take to fix it? I mean, I think service
The
is
tables.
the service is
Yeah.
done for the night, right?
Definitely.
I'm going to say that Blegolas has broken a decent amount of glassware, and the table that was lifted up may also have suffered damages.
So yeah, its service is done for the night, and we clean and we open the next day, and some people are grumpy about it.
Yeah, it was not good for service, certainly.
How do you deal with the brawlers? Are they banned? Do they need to pay a fine? Oh, this is.
I can almost see this being like a all right, Blegolas, we need you to retrieve a valuable relic from outside of town, and then we need you to hold on to it for a week, all right? And don't come back for a while.
I was thinking more like, we have a new quest for you. You have to work off your fucking debt.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm almost thinking it's like we have like a little book behind the table at the tavern now, and we take on people's like small tasks that they need done, and we get Blegolas to do them to work off his
Oh, I
debt.
like it.
Yeah.
It's
We
just
damaging
frame it
all
as quests.
yes.
Just get him to do stuff that gets him out of the tavern during the day.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't about getting rid of you. This is about like getting you to contribute to all the damage that you've done. Like people pay us, and we keep that money, and you do the work.
That's probably also helping out with the money you owe from staying for free.
Maybe we get Ink to make you some like special tavern tokens or something. Some redeemable tavern tokens.
Oh, Ink would totally
no,
be all about that.
Blegolas would fully construct a narrative for himself here where like he's doing incredibly important work that none of you are capable of handling on your own.
I love it.
Going around town picking up garbage and shit.
I don't know what happens with the halflings. I feel like I'm like F Sharp's salty with them, but
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if she's salty enough to ban them. There's probably more of a warning of like, if you come in here and you do this shit again, we're gonna ban you for a while.
Nah, we're going to ban one of you, but not the other.
Alternative, you're never allowed in here at the same time.
That would fuck with them.
Yeah.
Alright, so me and Eve need to... Oh wait, I don't need to do a thing because I use Pipe Leaf, which is a town experience, but Eve, you used a adventure experience. So...
So I get a town experience?
Yes, and then you need to give a small, like, few sentence scene or whatever describing how you gained your town experience. It doesn't have to be related to what we just did, but it can be, if you like.
I'm gonna take Traitor, and it's gonna be stealing Blegolas's ear and realizing how, like, panicked and upset he was, gives Ink the idea that, oh hey, some people really care about super mundane bullshit, so maybe I can start like selling, like being able to take smaller things that normally people don't give a shit about and sell them for more.
We'll mean to pick a rating 2 increase.
What are the options again?
Cuisine. Cuisine. We currently have a modest question, a couple of ovens, a regular supply of a few essentials, a few bottles of the good stuff, which is specifically the poisonberry wine.
Mm-hmm.
Atmosphere, which is currently 2, which is canvas cots, freshly painted walls, clean windows, and we have staff, which is 2, and experienced line cook, good weight staff, which is Jarek, toughest.
Good old Jarek.
I'm thinking atmosphere.
Ooh.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'm good with whatever.
Yeah, atmospheres. I like that. That's fun.
I'm thinking atmosphere after we cleaned up after that big fight. It's like,
Oh, that makes sense.
you know, whilst
Time to upgrade.
we're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this, like, instead of trying to fucking clean all these gross stains out of this table, let's just get rid of the table and put nicer tables in.
Yeah, new glassware, new tables and shit.
Or I
yeah.
guess we wouldn't get rid of the tables. We'd like resurface them completely or something.
more labyrinthine layout.
Yes. So atmosphere now is 3 serviceable mattresses, beautiful artwork, abundant light, which we don't have abundant light because it's dimly lit. We established this.
Abundant light is
But
gross.
It's dimly lit in an abundant way.
Yes.
It's aesthetically dimly lit.
There's just really bright lights on the little boats dangling underneath, but the main area is just dim for friendly.
Would you say that this light is beautifully spooky or spookily beautiful?
Spookily beautiful, certainly. That's an easy one.
All right. So for wear and tear, anyone can play as a group. Decide which parts of the tavern need fixing and touching up. What the new features of the tavern are. Take turns describing what work you are doing on the tavern. Choose one of the following prompts to get started, or come up with your own. Everyone should pick one. Ask another player character for help. Describe how you combine your experiences to great effect. As you're working, observe a townsperson or another player character. Describe what you learned from your observations. You are completely in your element. Describe how with one of your experiences you work so efficiently that the work is done early, or you come up with the perfect food or drink to give everyone some energy. What is it? What is the secret ingredient?
Ink watches F Sharp and realizes, damn, she's strong.
That's good because F Sharp's you observe a town person or another player character. F Sharp is helping the person who's resurfacing the tables.
Nice.
We've like got a carpenter in, and they're like helping with the work and trying to like pick up some stuff here and there.
Yeah. Ink knew that they were strong, but like never really thought about it until this point.
Taro and friendly. You can elect not to play if you don't want. It says anyone can play.
Yeah. No, I'm going to say that friendly, holding a lifelong hatred for substandard pillows, has worked some prestidigitation and is converting small poisonous berries into extremely comfortable pillows and replacing every single one in the tavern. None shall suffer a straw caught.
Ugh.
In a way, they're like theme pillows.
Themed to the town, or because it's definitely not a nautical theme.
We keep trying to
Well,
get
I mean, the tree, not a boat.
the rest of us
to the
keep
tree.
trying to get people to stop using the incredibly comfortable poisonous berry pillows, and they just keep asking for them back.
We're just
Like, I
no.
noticed you replaced the pillow with a really comfortable pillow with one that wasn't as comfortable. Can I get that old pillow again? It's like,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. You seem to have unticked the wrong thing at some point, Friendly.
But
Because you've unticked one of your adventure experiences, like you don't own it on your
did they
character
go-
sheet.
I thought they went away and turned into.
Yeah, you tick your used box for your thing.
Yeah, on
when
the
you've
other
used
side.
Use box.
It. Yes.
There you go.
I want to do because I want to use one of my adventure job abilities. So I want to say that like completely redoes all the walls because it was saying beautiful artwork, and I wanted to have like just the walls are just covered in ivy and flowers and just like nice
like
green.
mossy
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, just like use that, and yeah, I was gonna say like maybe understand plants and animals. So like it's because of the whole fiasco, wants to make it safer for like for Scruffy. So it's just like much more accessible along the wall, so it can like hide into the
I
plant.
like it.
Yeah.
I like that our whole thing is just like becoming more green and growing because we have the homegrown barge with the ladder that's made out of vines. Or it's like reinforced with vines now.
Yeah.
And now that's up into the boat itself. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Guys, I'd eat here now. I get food here. Probably wouldn't sleep on the pillows, but
I don't know. Once you feel how comfy they are.
Yeah. The fact they're made out of poisonous berries is a little off-putting.
I think if permissible, I'm gonna go ahead and convert my prestidigitation into preservation, the farmer move.
Okay. How does your preservation come about?
Well, through the advantages of having lots of time and not being able to die, Friendly has discovered that there are ways to microdose foods and vegetables with the juice from the poisonous berries to make them last longer and taste better. If you do it too much, it kills people. But if you do just the right dose, it's very pleasant. Gives it a nice tang.
I notice Friendly is very obsessed with these poisonous berries.
He may try to use them for as much as he can for the next 100 years or so. Something to do.
Is Friendly autistic?
Oh my
No, I don't.
Friendly,
think so.
Friendly seems autistic to me.
Friendly just really likes things that are mundane, big and complicated.
Taro, you used an adventurer job. What's your new town experience and how?
Yeah. I want to do parts unknown. Yeah. Appreciate different foods and how to prepare them.
Nice. How does that? How do you become skilled in parts unknown?
I just figured that I get a better understanding of all the like exotic food we've been bringing from monster parts, and just like using more of that and getting a better understanding from all the stuff we bring back.
Oh, you just like
She has been tasting everybody else when they cook the weird shit.
yeah. You're just like, oh, we have all these weird leftover parts from all the weird monster meals we've been cooking. Yeah. Do we start some sort of like cool after hours meal club?
I like it.
It's like you come in and you try fucking Taro's secret dish that they've been working on.
Yeah, got an exotic like nighttime set menu.
Yes.
So, honestly, when I originally had like pitched the idea of the journal, I was literally just gonna have a journal of Taro writing different foods from all the animals we get to like make like a nice spread for everybody at the end of the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add another journal page for F Sharp, one that's not crab hunting. I kind of want to do like F Sharp's tips for hunting all the monsters.
Yeah, it could be like a group thing. I wanted to have like it all sorted. We can discuss this later.
Yes.
Salt golem tip: don't be emotionally sensitive, otherwise it will make you cry.
Oh, by the way, speaking of things we should discuss later, our tavern still doesn't have a name. So we on to Eve's minigame now, the Bard's Tale.
I do want to do that game, but I was like picturing a bard that didn't actually speak. You know, like a hymn, like where you can't really.
Oh, so like musical and no lyrics?
Kind of like the lyrics would be kind of like singing without words, just like a ha ha kind of thing. But if I require the bard to speak, then what I wanted to do can't.
Hear the bard go ha 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 ha.
My only suggestion, if you want to do that, because I think it's a really cool idea for it to be like the thing being told is like a choir of voices or
it's
whatever.
Just a single voice. Basically, see what I'm drawing. It was gonna be a mushroom guy. It was like two like kind of combined, and one of them would be like making, because they don't speak, but one could like make singing sounds, and the other one would be playing an instrument. But
so here's my pitch for that is that there is an NPC who is interpreting the song and explaining it to people.
Yeah, we could do that.
If you want. I mean, it's your game, so.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty hype about creating the mushroom bard.
Or okay, how about this? This is the most extra thing is they don't talk, but they release spores, so you see pictures in your head.
Ooh.
And it's like the combination of the spores and the music make you visualize stuff.
Okay, yeah, I like it.
Just a drug mule.
So fucking F-Sharp's got super hard into drugs this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like got your Amsterdam cafe going on.
The calming pipe.
So Eve, are you wanting to be the bard then?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is playing the adventurer?
It clearly can't be ink.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd probably be weird.
I don't want to drop Esty in it if she doesn't want to, but I would like to see Taro here because Taro is the character I have the least vision of their like adventuring days.
Okay.
Like I feel like Friendly has always done the shit Friendly has always done.
Well, presumably Friendly was alive at some point, but yeah.
But assumingly none of us knew Friendly when they were alive. We only knew them when they were exceedingly immaterial.
Yeah.
And Ink came to work here after we were adventuring, so Taro is.
But I can't ink myself.
Yeah.
You blew yourself.
Yeah.
Blew my...
Thanks, Tobias. So that's what I'm interested in. If you are good to do that, to be nominated. Okay. Set up. Eve's the bard.
Yeah.
Esty is Taro. Oh god, the adventure should be a player character or named NPC. Blander on the adventure.
That's totally me. The time I tasted the time I tasted paprika.
It'd be so sick if Blanderon actually has like fucking crazy adventuring.
Yeah,
stories.
secretly he's like the main character from the Shadow of Mordor games.
I was gonna be like, yeah, I actually killed every single last orc. There's none of them left. It was me.
The way I see Blanderon is it's more like when you have an anime that's about something really mundane, like in Asobi Asabase or Tononaki Master of Wasting Time, where they're just like playing chess, but it's all really over-dramatized. That's what a song about Blanderon, it'd be like the song of Blanderon going to Starbucks to get a coffee. But it would be like really over-dramatized.
Blanderon's struggle against the second lunch.
Anyway, the adventurer is Taro to start answer these questions. Adventurer, what detail of the story makes you realize that this tale or song is about you?
Oh shit.
And I guess we should probably frame where this is. Do they come? Does the bard come into the tavern? Is this?
I want to say they came into the tavern.
Okay.
Sometimes we don't like. Sometimes F-Sharp's too busy, so we get a moonlighter.
Just rolls in and starts spraying spores all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I doubt it. Like F Sharp's outside and finds them and is like, come in and play for the tavern.
Yeah.
That I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, Taro. What detail of the story makes you realize this Taylor song is about you?
What's the thing Taro has done?
Yeah, I want to say like maybe just because it starts like describing specifically like the appearance, since she's like covered in like
Tattoos?
markings. Yeah, tattoos. Covered in like bindings and shit.
Good one.
So it's just like, you know, singing about like, I don't know, black hair and like with flowers all dotted through it and like just like burning bright red tattoos. And I'm like, wait a minute.
What's it like seeing a like image of yourself as described in a Bard's story?
I don't think that the image would be specifically colored, just because I don't think that they would really have too many colors of spores. So it wouldn't be super accurate to the color,
Oh,
but like the details would be.
So
I thought it was in the brain. Like it affects your like.
No, but what Jade's describing is even cooler. It's like a
Yeah.
cinema screen, right? Like you look in the
kind of.
spores and you kind of see the shape of it.
Yeah.
That's very cool and spooky.
So it's just like, okay, yeah. So if it's just like a gesture of color, like bright red with the bright eyes and like just surrounded by black, and I'm like, wait, like the 2 dots in the middle look shockingly close to mine. Fuck.
But how did you learn this tale? Is it directly from the mouth of an eyewitness, another bard? Did you piece this story together from multiple versions?
Pieced from multiple versions. Definitely that one. Multiple things various people have talked about, because obviously with all the bindings she looks interesting, like she stands out basically. And
Okay.
so it's kind of easy to like get the like be like, oh, this is probably the same person. And so yeah, that's where
You take turns. It doesn't say who goes first.
the spores make like a lots of flowers falling from the sky around the what Taro believes to be her character in the story. So like lots of flowers, but they kind of look like they're on fire.
Was that one of the point? Oh, sorry. I was like looking at the dramatic. So like, it's just like an image of like fire and
Like
flowers?
the flowers falling from the sky look like they're on fire.
Which part of the story is it for the little shroom bard?
Oh, that's what you're asking?
Yeah, because it has like most popular part, dramatic flourish.
The spores kind of like settle, but then it shows like phases of the moon kind of, and it does like a phase of the moon like it goes towards the end of the phase of the moon.
So like just like a bunch of time passing?
It's like the end of the story because it's like closer to the end of the phase of the moon.
Oh. Okay, so like burning flowers taking place near the end of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Flowers on fire. Okay, I want to say that it's like this part of the tale is the least favorite. I want to say because Taro, after like one of the like saddest parts of it is she had grown this like one garden like ages ago, just filled with, you know, exotic flowers, and she had tried to allow like people to come across and like, you know, use it for tonics and potions, and then one day somebody just lit it on fire. It just caught fire and everything was gone.
I'm just because like I can't really ask questions because I'm a plant creature.
You can ask questions as a player and then describe what your creature does, right? Like you can narrate what's happening.
Okay, what is the most popular part of the story that everyone agrees upon? The story basically goes that the garden was like suddenly, it wasn't like over time, it was like suddenly a burst of garden. Instead of like cultivating it over time, it was this demon person just like popped a garden into existence. That's the one that everybody agrees is what happened, and they believe too. And that's like the most popular part because the spores make it really pretty. It like basically the floor and ground and all the area looks like flowers are growing out of it.
And I want to say that it like Taro just kind of chuckles because it definitely didn't happen overnight. It was like lots and lots of cultivation. Like she can sprout when she has the seeds for it. She can't just like create everything new. So it just she was just like, I guess it makes my endeavor look that much more effortless all the time that I spent. I want to say Taro just find herself like telling unconsciously word for word in sync with the bard one of the tales for people's amazement. Like there was like a famous poem or like part of the verse was like quoting somebody that had like talked about the beauty of her little glade. So like she always liked to repeat that word for word because at that point it had meant a lot to her for somebody to like acknowledge her feats instead of the fact that she's just like big spooky red branded demon.
I have a question. Did this happen before F Sharp knew you? Is it something you would have told F Sharp about?
Yeah, I want to say like probably would have told about, especially if like she had let F Sharp into her house because like again
Okay.
it was like a secret garden.
I think like part of the way through the song, F Sharp gets the octobase out and like adds
Ooh, some more music.
like extra bass line to the song. This song now
That's so sweet.
vibrates people because that's what the octopus does.
Just like bellowing out of the boat, just like the whole trees are shaking. Just boom.
It's more like or at least based on what I've seen, it's like if you were stood right next to a speaker during a concert.
Yeah.
Like you can feel it.
That must be like really challenging to play.
Yes.
I want to say my bard definitely likes that because they're not used to having like
Accompaniment.
yeah, like especially not like a 4D accompaniment. Gotta get those vibrating seats.
Cinema 4D. Sorry, carry on with the mini game, or you can end the tale anytime because you've done 2.
Yeah, I think ending it now is fine.
Okay, but what is the epilogue of the tale? Does it have a moral to convey? Adventurer, what happened after that no one else could have known? Are you happy with how the story was told?
Tale is spreading the moral that my mushroom bard tries to spend is don't spread yourself too thin and like give away all of your stuff basically.
Taro, what happened after that no one else could have known? Are you happy with how the story was told?
I want to say Taro's happy with how the story was told, but the part that like she hasn't told anybody is that she found out who the person was, and it was somebody that like it was like their partner, somebody that they thought that they could trust, that just like sold them out because somebody else didn't want the competition of rare flowers and like botany. So she just like watched it, and it was just because of somebody that she thought she had trusted.
We've got Market Day and a distinguished guest left, and I think we aren't gonna have time for both, so we should pick.
I have an idea for who the guest could be if we like it.
Okay, go.
I was thinking that you know the Ursat's mayor of the town is going to come and visit our tavern, and I was going to have him be like a really bizarre half dwarf, half ent hybrid. So he's like a little tiny bearded tree man, but he's the best at taking care of trees. He's like the greatest arborist anyone has ever seen. And because, you know, most of the village and surrounding areas like highly reliant on the health of the trees and the forest and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He's kind
keeps
of
getting voted in.
Yeah. Assuming we do voting, yeah, he wins every time. Even though he's a weird crotchety tree man.
It's the timeline if the Green Party won.
Someone important is in town, and they're almost here. The tavern has to be at its best for this guest. After all, they might leave a generous tip. As a group, you figure out a few details about the important guest. Where do they come from? How important are they? Have you heard of them before? Which, I think we're all good on this, right? It's the mayor of the town. We know them because they're the mayor. We've probably seen them around before, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say he lives in like the biggest tree. He's got like a huge tree mansion and a big tree.
In fact, I'm pretty sure when we were improving the tavern, somebody probably had to go and fucking petition the mayor.
Do our boat paperwork, yeah.
I mean, specifically where we were like, we're going to haul this other boat up and hang it under our boat and build a farm there. I'm pretty sure you would ask the mayor first.
That's a zoning nightmare right
there. One player will play the guest, which I assume will be Daryl, because they described the guest.
Sure, okay.
Other players are challengers, at least one for each challenge. Each challenge tests one of your tavern ratings.
Ooh.
I assume Taro will take the cuisine challenge on account of being the chef.
Yeah.
Then there's the atmosphere challenge and the service challenge. We just want to go through these the order they are in the book.
Sure, I have no objections.
Okay. Cuisine challenge. Challenger, describe your preparations for this special meal. You'll probably need several courses and something that highlights local products. In order to pass the challenge, you'll need to flip a coin. You get a number of attempts equal to your cuisine rating. If any challenger has an experience that they used in the scene, you get one extra attempt.
If permissible, I'm going to go ahead and say that this character is a vegetarian.
Yeah.
If permissible, sure. It's a tabletop game.
What if you have strong objections to that? Being like, no, we need meat dishes.
Okay, cool.
So you flip, and then you're just going to describe, I guess, describe your preparations, and then flip, and then we're going to describe either a good or bad outcome based on the results of the flip.
Okay, so am I doing per course? Or am I just doing it like all together and then I get like 3 tosses because we're level 2, 2 tosses.
2 tosses. You could do 3 tosses if you use one of your experiences.
Okay. One of my town experiences, right?
Either. You could use just an experience. So you can use a town experience or an adventure experience.
Well, I don't think various animal forms is going to help me here. So
I'm going to cook myself.
I'm going to do clean cut. No, I'm going to do parts unknown specifically because, I just grabbed my little cue cards for all of our animal parts because I was going to try to figure out, where to stick each one. Yeah, so, just roll 3 times?
Yeah. I mean, as soon as you get heads, then we pass, so you can stop as soon as you get heads.
So, boop.
Shit.
Oh, no. Boop.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Alright. Sorry, your preparations is you're using the different monster parts and things.
Yeah.
Okay.
And highlighting the local products, so highlighting the local wine.
Okay.
Because we did get our special poisonberry wine.
Yes.
That is totally not poisonous right now.
If one of your coin flips comes up heads, you passed. The guest player describes what they most enjoyed about the meal.
Ooh. I was particularly impressed by the rarity of the ingredients and your respect for local produce. He's an old crotchety bastard.
I like this person. Okay, so you got the atmosphere challenge and the service challenge, and I guess the atmosphere challenge is F sharp, right?
Oh yeah, because you'd be playing music.
Well, the other option is if you want to be Jarek doing the atmosphere challenge, if you think that that's interesting.
Nah.
But I think this falls with me. Describe what you do to make the tavern look and feel welcoming. Are there special decorations? Do you hire local musicians? And I think we've got the Mushroom Man back in.
Oh yeah, Mushroom Man would be up for it.
We got the Mushroom Man back in to tell the tale of the something the mayor has done. Did the mayor found the town or something?
Oh yeah. Let's. Oh man,
Or something like there was a really sacred tree that they saved with
yeah,
their.
I'm gonna say that the mayor is broken off as a piece of the original tree, and somehow
Okay.
got dwarven DNA into him. But let's not worry about that part too much.
So a dwarf fucked a tree.
Yeah, an ancient dwarf may indeed have copulated with a living tree, but we're not gonna focus on that too much.
Okay.
Also, you probably hates it when you focus on that.
Are there special decorations? I don't know. I don't think so.
The spores from the music are the special decoration.
I think that like if he's a crotchety old man, it's actually just to like make the whole place seem very homely and welcoming. So it's like everything service is the way service always is, but like everything's turned up to 100 in like everything goes really smoothly and really well and everyone's really friendly. But there's nothing, you know, being like, oh wow, you're a really unique and special guest aside from having this bard in to do this performance. Okay, I need to flip a coin. I need to flip atmosphere coins, which I think is three atmosphere coins. I think I'm going to use my town experience, smell the flowers, a keen nose, a mastery of scents, which I guess would be for the atmosphere of the tavern. Yeah, that's it. Like I use my town experience, mastery of scents, smell the flowers to pick like some really nice smelling flowers and smells to go in the tavern. So now I flip 4 times. 1, 2,
Yikes.
3,
Yikes.
4.
Okay,
Ooh,
good.
I'm glad I fucking popped that extra thing now. Fucking
that would have been rotten luck.
1 in 4 chance. Actually, that's not that rotten. Like 25%.
Yeah, I can't remember math that well.
No, wait, it's more than that. Anyway.
It's definitely worse than that, I think.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not. So we do the thing. The thing says heads. If one of your coin flips comes up heads, you pass. Guests. The guest describes a special memory that they will always have of their stay.
Your clever usage of mushroom spores reminds me of being birthed from the elder tree and landing in a patch of fungus.
It's because you're such a fun guy, Mayor.
The mushroom thumbs up.
Jarek and F Sharp high five.
Always had a great respect for the fungal folk.
Alright, service challenge. This is you.
Good old Ink.
It's going to be Ink's greatest challenge yet. Describe how you organize the NPCs so everything goes smoothly. Who is in charge of what?
Okay, so we definitely need Jarek to do something. I just write this down. Jarek proves himself by dealing with the he brings the stuff to the table. He does not drop anything, thankfully. He proved himself. He's like, come on, give me a chance. I can do this. And since Blegolas is working with us, his task is to make sure nobody comes in a certain entrance that nobody would use anyway. Especially far, far away from Scruffles. Definitely far away from Scruffles.
Legolas of Windfall can stay on watch for days on end.
I don't know. He doesn't really have anything to like. Taro knows what she's doing. F Sharp knows what she's doing. And I want to say he dresses up in a little fancy waiter suit to be extra fancy for this and like brings him water. Yeah.
My heart. If this
that's what I.
If there was a free to play game based on
I have to flip now, right?
The waiter's outfit is the microtransaction I'd spend too much money trying to get. Yes, you flip. Do you want to use one of your abilities?
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
You're gonna use your deadly poisons and their antidotes. Like, I poison the mayor, and if they don't say we did well...
Sure, I'll use the perfect gift as in knowing what to garnish the table with, like instead of having like a pot of flowers or anything, but like basically the correct thing that he would enjoy. I would like Daryl to describe what he would enjoy on the table, though.
Definitely a sick ass bonsai tree. That's
Okay,
That-
little bonsai tree, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
bonsai tree.
Oh, that's
And
great, because a bonsai tree is probably the sort of thing that only Taro could acquire. Not Taro, sorry, Ink. It's only the sort of thing only Ink could acquire.
okay, so how many flips do I have?
I believe it's 3.
1,
shit.
Fail.
2.
Pass.
Hey!
Alright, heads. The guest describes an interesting conversation they have with someone at the tavern.
For most of my life, I have always despised cat people. They are deceptive, they're too quick, and they cannot be trusted. But you are one of the good ones. You have taught me to trust cat people.
Daryl, I hate you. I used to like this mayor, and you've just ruined him.
Turned him into a racist.
Yeah.
He's a
Ah,
He's a
Jesus
magical
Christ.
man.
I should have expected it when you said they were a crotchety old man. Okay. If you pass 2 or more challenges, you succeed in impressing your guest. The guest describes a lavish gift they present to your tavern before they leave. This gift helps you instantly upgrade one of your tavern ratings.
Oh.
Has to be tree related.
It could be mayor related. You could just, expedite our next 6 zoning permits. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have as many boats as you want.
Agreeing to never tear down the tavern for as long as he's mayor.
I mean, that's less a gift and more a sort of, veiled threat of, if I stop being mayor, all bets are off.
Vaguely in character. I will grant you permanent access to the ancient ancestral tree on the edge of town. Every day it produces a new fruit. Only you will have access to this tree for at least 3 months.
I'm sure Taro will be excited about that.
Honestly,
Yeah, Taro is ecstatic.
that didn't sound that great, but then I think about it, 3 months of different fruit every single day is actually a pretty serious boon.
Yeah, you could have a pretty sick smoothie of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, we could basically use this to update either cuisine or service, right?
Yeah.
Or atmosphere if we want to, really, really reach. But I think cuisine is the most. Cuisine 3, plenty of room to move around. Brand new cookware, a well-stocked spice cabinet. I assume we just do these upgrades because we're getting a lot more business because we've got these cool fucking fruit dishes going on.
Yeah.
Are we sneaky and we've got this fruit now and we're like, hey friendly, you're a wizard with a farm. You think we can grow some of this shit ourselves?
Friendly would love the shit out of that.
Disrupt the local economy.
I can do you one better, actually. If you want me to start growing one of those trees down in the lower ship, I could do that for you.
Alright, illegal tree growing. Great, now F# is growing 2 illegal trees, not 1. Alright.
If I get in trouble about it, I could always just make him forget.
F# pretends they didn't hear that part. Alright. I don't think we have time to play Market Day. And I think we should do In the Rhythm of Things.
Yeah.
We're nearly all done, right? I have 1 adventuring experience left and Taro has 1. Does everyone have 1? Alright.
Yeah, I've got one adventure left.
Alright. Well, that's at least has a nice
wait.
symmetry to it.
Don't we need to fill them? Because
We're supposed to, but I just want to round this game out tonight.
Okay, because I have 2 left still.
You have Adder's Fangs? The other 2 are ticked. Lightfoot and Nimble Fingers.
You super missed your opportunity to poison the fucking man.
That's because we didn't realize he was a racist until the end of the meal. If that had been at the start, I'd be like, just fucking poison this asshole.
He wouldn't do that.
No,
Nobody
I
He's
wouldn't.
too much of a good boy.
Nobody insulting.
Ink doesn't mind. It's like that thing where it's just like he's cool with it, but nobody else is like, don't call yourself fat kind of thing.
I just picture he doesn't understand it's an insult.
Alright.
Like, why are you saying I'm sneaky?
Is everyone ready to play In the Rhythm of Things? Oh,
Sure.
we should do memories first.
One of the good ones.
I put for
Also, a
F-sharp.
cool bard showed up and played some weird
Yeah, that's what
visual music.
I'm adding for F-sharp is like played a duet tale of Taro's garden. Fungi bard. Does everyone just call the bard Celia because it's my Celia?
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Friendly, do you have a new memory to record?
Looks like he is.
Yeah, I don't know if I have one for this session. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think Tony did.
We didn't have like a lot of friendly stuff this session.
Yeah, no, I spent a lot of my time as Blegolas, really.
Yeah.
In the rhythm of things, time passes, rough edges are sanded down. Before you know it, life in town has become like breathing. You gather in your favorite part of the tavern and wonder where the time has gone. Everyone describe a habit that your character has picked up from living in this town to start.
Friendly has developed a habit of severing large fruits above the heads of passers-by and then making them disappear right before they land.
One day, somebody comes into the tavern and F-sharp gives them their instrument. They get like a regular fucking cello. Their new habit is that they play a lot more and they play for fun.
I think Ink just does more like quests, and Ink does the egg quest quite often.
Taro will now wave and like kind of say hello to the villagers she passes on her way to work, and she's actually started sharing her flowers with like more people. So she just eventually like sets up a little like public garden among the trees.
Aw.
So she just
Alright.
develops a new habit of taking care of a new garden.
Take turns asking each other questions. Come up with your own or use the questions below.
Esty, who's Taro's favorite NPC?
Taro's favorite was probably Jarek Toughfist, just because like as he came to work at the tavern and like helping out and being like just just a calming presence was just nice to have around.
Yeah, he was pretty calming for a Minotaur.
So like I just picture Taro just being like, there's so many loud people, and then just this quiet Minotaur. Friendly, yeah. Who helped you the most as you acclimated?
It was definitely Chime. It's good to have one of the old gods around. F-sharp, I'm going to ask, what do you miss about adventuring?
The pause is like uncomfortably long whilst they think about it, and they're like, I don't think I miss anything really. I want to ask Taro, what was the worst dish you remember eating?
I want to say that one time she ate an incredibly hot like stir fry that Friendly had given. Like it was so hot that like fire started erupting from her mouth, and he was like, I need to see if you were fireproof since you're a demon.
Outside's fireproof, inside's not.
So I want to say, F-sharp, where is your favorite place in town?
Oh, I know what my favorite place of town is. It's the trees where we play the sports ball. F-sharp's a lot more into that now and is becoming like a better player.
Ink, and I'm going to ask, what touch have you added to make the place you live feel like home?
He would probably just say like the glass he put up before, but secretly the real answer is when nobody's looking, he scratches on walls and stuff, like scratching posts. So there's like certain places where there's like scratches, probably in like hidden places, as to not get in trouble.
Friendly, with the tavern running smoothly, what do you want to spend more time doing for yourself?
If I'm to be honest with you, I think the best thing to do for myself is just to keep this place running for as long as possible. I know there is one day where this ship will be nothing but wood mulch, and before that happens, I want to keep it running for as long as I can. It's very comfortable here.
You're not gonna come back as a ghost ship.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Become ghost.
Ooh, that sounds like fun, actually.
Smash cut to 500 years in the future.
Floating evil ghost ship.
Neptune's pride just like haunting. Someone come out for some food, and she's like, what the fuck?
Sustain yourself on the memory of lost dishes.
Thanks for checking out the Cryptid Chronicles, an actual play anthology about when the mythical meets the mundane. If you liked our show, please subscribe, like some videos, or leave us a comment. If you want to see the show being recorded live, we stream every Tuesday night from 8:30 till 10:30 PST on YouTube and twitch.com/mismatched. New edits of the live streams are also posted on Tuesday around the time we go live.